Good morning. How are we all doing, everyone? So my video got deleted, so I'm redoing it. Hey, my initial video got deleted, so here we are again. Good morning. This is Sistah Hale here. Sorry it's been a while. I mentioned in my original video that I've been going through my own personal transitional energy flow myself. So thank you guys for bearing with me and keeping tabs on what I post in my feed and stuff. So thank you guys so much. I truly appreciate and honor everyone's energy that comes through, fills the space, everyone who catches this later on. I appreciate you all. Thank you so much, and so much gratitude, love, and light. Thank you. So today, this morning, I plan to talk about a few different things. This is May 31st. We're wrapping up our throat chakra segment this month, and I can honestly, I know I have a little bit of, but that's what we're clearing out, you guys. That's what this energy is for, is just to be able to come, take a moment, be in this present body, to be centered and whole is an amazing thing, and to give yourself that time, to allow yourself to have that mental breathing room, to reground yourself, you guys, because we get so much, we all get thrown so many things at us and at once, and so sometimes we have to just take a moment to be and just bask in our energy. As I mentioned earlier this week, is taking a moment to be. Showing up for yourself is a huge big thing. So on that note, there's a couple things I didn't get to talk about this month live that I know that I wanted to do, but I felt like not yet. So I decided that there was one thing I did not particularly mention this month. Hey, Miss B, I love you. Is when working with our throat chakra, or specifically, as I mentioned in other months, working with our chakra system, is that there are particular strains that can help stimulate each chakra center. This is a beautiful subtle body energy that we have, and sometimes each one requires a different type of living. So working with our throat chakra energy, these are a few things that we kind of want to keep in mind. So in this particular chart that I've been following, there's what they describe as clear hybrid. So kind of tailing into that is figuring out, okay, what cannabis strain is going to help with my particular throat chakra. Okay, so I need a clear hybrid. What does that even mean? So we're looking for something that's going to provide a sense of alertness, clear-headedness, awakeness, activeness. Because we want to be active, we want to feel awoken, because that's what this journey is all about, is to become woke, to become awakened, yoke, hence yoke, clear, to have clear mind channels, you guys. I feel like I'm already in that energy, so I think earlier this week, with me just really throwing out there, showing up for your fucking self, because you're the only person who can do that for you. And then 2 is acknowledging those things, and then putting the foot to the metal and deciding which way you're gonna cruise. So on that note, since we kind of have these key features pointed out, all right, what are some suggested strains? So some suggested strains to check out would be White Widow. White Widow is another really awesome strain that's going to be really helpful in opening up the throat chakra energy. Blue Dream. Super Silver Haze, one of my personal favorites in that sativa realm. And then particular terpene profiles, because you guys, we have to remember, when we're observing which cannabis strains are going to be helpful with activating our throat chakra energy, terpene profiles and cannabinoid profiles are key things to look at, because we want to know how much of what we're intaking, as well as what is the percentage of terpenes in our medicine versus cannabinoids. But in particular, what type of terpenes are it profiled to be helpful in the throat chakra system. So we're looking for terpenes that are going to be mycin dominant. So mycin is a very hoppy type of terpene. So hops, I mean, think beer. Back in the day, I used to love IPAs. You know, every once in a while, that's cool, but you know, not my thing very much anymore. And then we also want to find strains that are going to provide a rich sense of pinene and beta-carotene. So pine, it's going to very much like Jack Herrera provide that piney effect flavor. And then beta-carotene is more of a black peppery type of flavor. So spicy weed. Have you ever heard people say, "Oh, that's spicy," or "That tastes like pepper"? It's because it has higher terpene percentage of that beta-carotene or humanine, because that's another one. What'd you say? You know, oh yes, girl, you know. And then of course we have our medical benefits. So you know, some things to look for when working. You know, I had mentioned earlier is it can be painful speaking your truth, right? Well, medical uses that these strains are really great for is analgesic, so it's a pain reliever. So if you're having problems speaking your truth, apparently, smoke this and you'll be an honest Tom, you know. Something that's gonna be anti-inflammatory, as I mentioned, so that pain relieving. And then something that's gonna inhibit cell growth. So if you're someone who has particular illnesses, such as maybe cancer cells or even just certain masses in the body, because remember, a lot of those illnesses are genuinely, a lot of those diseases and illnesses are genuinely connected to emotion. So as I mentioned before, cancer, I can't mention HIV or AIDS. That's just kind of a true biological thing. But more of the mental health. That's where we're at. We're in the mental health. We're in the mind channels, you guys. Sorry, I'm going off. But anyways, the whole point with that is just because cell growth, any of those like masses in the body that can become overactive, cannabis is a really good conduit to help with reducing those cells from overactive and becoming negated. So, and then we have what's called bronchiolatory, which widens your bronchioles. So for a lot of people who have asthma or issues with breathing, this is going to be super great because actually cannabis helps with that. So a lot of people are afraid to smoke, but it actually kind of brings up all the bullshit that you kind of have built up within your airway systems. So those are just some things to keep in mind medically. These are great for. So an example that I really wanted to hone in on was, since Blue Dream was mentioned as one of the suggested strains in working with your throat chakra energy, I decided that would be a really great one to focus on because it is a classic cannabis strain, and it is derived from blueberry, which is a heavy indica, beautiful indica, heavy. It's beautiful blue. Just you do get those blueberry tones, beautiful flavor, and then it's crossed with a sativa haze. So that's where that inertia between the two indica and sativa come together, is creating a cerebral stimulating relaxed effect, because that's what Blue Dream does. Is it calms you down, makes you feel good, and relaxes the mind. But it also provides pain relief, great for depression, and nausea. So as I mentioned before, if you are a cancer patient, hence It's going to be helpful with the overgrowth of your cancer cells, as well as if you are going through, what is that shit called? Chemotherapy? And yes, it's shit because I don't agree with it. You can't eat. So hence nauseousness. Or if you're someone who generally has upset stomach, irritated intestines, that kind of a thing, what are you eating? So anyways, going on from there, what medicinal effects you're going to be receiving using Blue Dream is exactly up the alley of what we're being suggested to try out. So it's going to provide a happy, relaxed, uplifted, euphoric effect. And for a lot of us, we are trying to find something that's going to be euphoric feeling and uplifting. So, and then Blue Dream also, its terpenoid profile does correlate a lot with what terpenes as a whole, which will be beneficial for using towards our throat chakra. So we have terpenes such as linalool, humulene, and alpha-pinene. And remember, I mentioned humulene. Humulene, humanine, beta-carotene all have that like black peppery, as I mentioned before, that spicy. Yeah, that's that. And the alpha-pinene, which is great because we're focusing on something that's going to provide a pinene or pine-rich strain, so hence Chakra, which will, I think we're going to move up more towards the third eye and crown chakra for next month, or the following month after that. So anyways, off the cannabis soapbox, but that's what I have for you guys this morning, is taking the time to break down our cannabis strains, our terpenoid profiles, our cannabinoid profiles, acknowledging what all of these do for us. And then, because remember, we want to find something that's going to provide alertness, clear-headedness, awakeness, activeness, clear hybrids. Definitely more on that sativa spectrum, 60-40, I want to say. One of my favorites in that bracket realm is Sweet Island Skunk. B, if you're on here still, we've smoked that. But yeah, Sweet Island Skunk, hands down, one of my favorite sativas. That's when I fell in love with sativas, with that particular strain, because it had the perfect fluidness of sativa to indica ratio that I needed at the time. So anyways, on top of that, let's go ahead and get comfortable. I got 10% left. Okay, let's take a moment, get grounded, take a nice big deep breath in, exhaling out. Take a nice big deep breath in, opening up the palms up. Allowing the energy to move and flow freely. Breathing in a beautiful light of turquoise, remembering that the turquoise color represents our throat chakra. Allowing it to move and wrap around you like a blanket, creating that nice warmth energy. Continuing to breathe in, exhaling out, bringing our hands up overhead, stretching and reaching. Sending your hands all the way back down. Connecting with Mother Earth energy. Coming back to center. Take a nice big deep breath in. Exhaling out. And again. Once more. Beautiful. Stretch and reach forward. Once more. Bow the crown. Bring it on back up. Alright. I saw a few people hop on. Oh, good morning, Blake. Hey, Sandra. Miss Daisy. Thank you guys for hopping on. So, I wanted to take a moment for us to come into our hand mudra for our throat chakra here. And just continue to flow into our nice little meditation. Continuing to breathe in. Exhaling out. Connecting here with our throat chakra mudra. Relax the hands, come back down to our heart center. Open the palms out. Come back. Alright. Namaste, everyone. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Okay, so, I think I covered pretty much what I wanted to cover other than, yeah, it's just other fluffy shit, but I think I got the basic information I wanted to get across this morning. Thank you everyone for hopping on, joining me this morning. Much appreciated, much love. Everyone go and have a freaking amazing day. As I said before, show up for yourself because you're the only one who will, or who can, and make it the best day. Dude, seriously, make it the best day. Show up for yourself. As I mentioned before, I made some amazing brow chakra, third eye chakra candles. So if you are going to be following along next month, working with your third eye energy with me, these are great to have. So I have these available online as well on my online store. I did that yesterday. I was doing my vigilance. And then what else? Oh yeah, my yoga professor is having an amazing event in Riverside. I think tomorrow. It's a beautiful charity event. I'm gonna post about it on my feed. And yeah, you guys go out there, have a badass day. I'm gonna hop into work soon, so I will check you all out very soon. Holla. Yes, girl. Oh yeah, many times with that beautiful stony ass weed. I love you, Brittany. I miss you so much, girl. We'll check you out soon. Have a good one, you guys.